Hey, Beth Watson here from Creatively Beth. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super quick, simple, and easy no-sew blanket cover for the Fairfield World 12-pound weighted blanket. Hey there, so we're here today to build a no-sew blanket cover for our weighted blanket insert from Fairfield World. It's a 12-pound blanket insert. It's already pre-weighed and pre-measured, so you don't have to do any of that tedious weighing and measuring. The sections are pre-sewn, so all of your glass-lit beads are distributed evenly throughout the blanket. So let's go ahead and get started making our weighted blanket no-sew today. So we're first going to start out, the insert is 42 inches by 72 inches. We're going to add 6 inches on each side. So we're going to cut out 2 pieces of fleece that are 54 inches by 84 inches. Then we're going to come in and we're going to do some of our cutting. So what I've done here is I've got all of my fringe already cut. We're going to go ahead and measure and cut out the corner because you're going to want a 6-inch by 6-inch square cut from the corner. So we'll take our shears and we'll go ahead and cut our corner out. Okay, because there's no way to tie the corners. Then we're going to line up our ruler at the base of the fringe, making sure that there's no fringe underneath. We're going to go ahead and cut 1-inch wide strips for our fringe. So I've positioned my ruler and we're going to go ahead, cut those fringe strips, 1-inch segments. And I've selected 2 really pretty colors of fleece today, a nice smoky turquoise and a beautiful eggplant color that will match a lot of folks' home decor as well as look really beautiful. So we're on to the next step for our no-sew blanket cover for our weighted blanket insert from Fairfield World. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and tie the fringe. I like to grab both pieces of fringe together and stretch them out a little bit. I put 2 fingers and my thumb on the top. I want to bring everything around to the top like that. And then I'm going to spread out my 2 fingers inside the loop and then pull to tighten. And then you get a really nice tassel looking fringe. Okay, we'll go ahead and tie a couple of those so you guys can see the process. It's really super simple and easy. It's a great thing to do while you're watching television. It's a great activity to involve the kids. And it's really that simple. Okay, next step. What I've done is I have tied the corners. I've tied all of the lengths of the weighted blanket insert cover, and I have left 12 strips at the center of the shortest end. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and turn this out so that we can add our ribbons and then attach our blanket and have a finished blanket. Okay, so I've got, and I'm going to put my arms in here, kind of like you're putting on your shirt. You want to get each one of your hands into the opposite corners of the blanket, and you're just going to gently fluff everything out and turn it inside out. There we go. Just like that. And then our next step is going to be to add the ribbons. So here we have the weighted blanket insert, and it has tabs in each of the corners and halfway between each of the lengths. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut some ribbons so that we can tie our cover back onto our blanket insert and it can be secure. So we'll take our ruler and we'll cut a couple lengths of ribbon. You want 12-inch lengths of ribbon, and we've got 8 ties, so you're going to need 16 12-inch sections of ribbon. Okay, we'll cut one more. I've just chosen a gray because it contrasts, so it'll be easy to see once you're ready to get your blanket tied together. Today I'm going to be using E6000 Fabrifuse. It's got a very strong bond and it dries very quickly. So it's very good for all types of non-sew craft projects. Now we're going to go ahead and take our ribbon, line it up with our loop, and we're going to go ahead and glue it onto the blanket, on the inside of the blanket cover. Okay, we're back with the next step, and what we're going to do now that our ribbons are dry, we're going to go ahead and loop them in through the loop. Just pop it open a little bit and go in one side. And what I like to do is kind of crisscross the ribbons inside the loop so they're extra secure, if I can get it through the loop. All right, and I'm just going to tie a single knot there, and then just tie it right in a bow, because what you want to be able to do is remove the insert, and you want to be able to launder your blanket cover. Okay, so we'll do that. We've got one here in the center. Going to crisscross our ribbons through the loop, just like so. And I've also used a grow grain ribbon for this particular project so that it will be nice and sturdy. And it'll stand up to being tied and untied quite a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that with all 8 loops and all 16 ties. So we're back for our final step in our no-sew blanket cover for our weighted 12-pound weighted blanket from Fairfield World. And I'm going to show you, we've got our 12-inch hole, and I'm going to basically do the same thing we did before, only in reverse. I'm going to flip it right side out. And what you want to do is you want to make sure to take your time, because this is 12 pounds of blanket. So it can be a little bit awkward and a little bit cumbersome, but it's all good. So you want to grab each one of the far corners again, and then you just want to gently tumble it out of the hole. Here we go. There we go. And those ties make it really durable, so you're not going to ruin your blanket. Okay, there we go. Flip it all the way around. Fluff it out a little bit. There we go. All right. Now, we've got a 12-inch hole at the one end of our blanket. So you're probably wondering what we're going to do with that. We've got one final set of ribbons and one final loop. So we're going to go ahead and take our ribbons and thread those through. This will kind of seal up that hole, and it'll hold the blanket together. And then we are also going to tie some single knots in this row, because we want to leave our 12-inch opening open so that we can get the insert out and wash our cover. Okay, there we go. Pull that tight. One knot. Tie a nice bow. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead and knot the blue fringe in this section separately from the purple. So we are all finished with our cover, our no-sew cover for the 12-pound weighted blanket insert from Fairfield World. If you are looking for a step-by-step and all the materials and instructions, please look at the links below, and definitely check out fairfieldworld.com for where you can purchase your weighted blanket, and you can make one super quick and simple and easy in about an hour.